Pahlavi text translated by E.W. West, Part 4, Contents of the Nasks, Clarendon, Oxford University Press, 1892. Dinkard, Book 8, Chapter 21. 1. The first of 18 sections of the Gnaba Sar Nagad contains particulars about the thief with his arrest as the special thief of that which is seized. Terefto by him, the premeditated sin, the imprisonment and fettering, the punishment appointed for atonement of the sin, the execution of the duty, and the amount of the reward, Navisin, the amount of speciality, and the ransom, Navak of every one, each separately, the act and place of punishment, what is the person who is strangling, and the mode, how those who are therein strangling are drawn forth, Nazi Aito, successively, and which is set to work first. 2. About a person whose offending limbs are bound, the degree of tightness of the binding and fettering, and the formula, nirang, of being bound for the sin of theft. 3. About imprisonment, and the imprisonment which accusers have to provide at their own expense, if they are those who are privileged, and whatever is on the same subject. 4. The number of places for fetters, and those which the thief, whoever he is, possesses, each separately. 5. How far, how, and for what putting on of fetters, Gorov, Dahisni, those accusers have to provide a thief's fetters too, at their own expense, if they are those who are privileged, the place for the requisite privilege, putting on of fetters, the sin owing to putting on more fetters of a different kind, and that which is owing to neglecting the putting on of the fetters which they have to provide, the limit as regards the deserving of more fettering, the number of grades of theft beyond the limit of deserving fettering, and those which are below the limit of deserving fettering. 6. About the kinds of theft, and the excessive sinfulness of a thief through cutting and wounding the body, and undiscoverableness which is, specially as regards a thief at a distance, Pavan Hasar, who is on the spot, being he who is within one step, theft, with plunder, injuring the existence, minor injury, and other sins, may be in confederacy, beforehand or afterwards. 7. About the thievish design of the thief, which is not abetted, laham, a thief with equal shares, and a thief with different shares. 8. About the sin of assisting a thief, dug, iyarak, of making investigation and releasing of a sentence of acquittal, and of a listener to a thief. He who is a giver of assistance to a thief is carried off for theft. Also decisions about theft by a child, by a childless woman, and by her who is pregnant. Likewise, their maintenance and earnings, vindisno, in retributive work, and the work of a pregnant thief. 9. About the accumulated property of the innumerable which they would keep away from thieves, both the thief by means of his hands, and him who is a thief not by means of his hands. 10. About the testimony of a thief, that is, for what it is admissible when he advances as a thief, how at the time when it is necessary to seize and bind him, and how at the time when it is necessary to flatter, Nivaktano, and deceive him until one attains to absolute power, Kamkari, thereby. 11. About rewards, Nivisno, with thieves. 12. About the difference of theft from plunder. 13. About the different about property which anyone carrying it off has to bring back to its owners, such as that which the frontier people may take away from foreigners, that which the judge may take away from thieves, and the share which he may take away from anyone not interfering with thieves. 14. And about protectors and defenders of a thief, and also many other legal decisions as regards theft. It's important that incarceration be considered as part of the judicial process only, really. And once people have been prosecuted and penalized, then, they're let go. It shouldn't be some debt slavery or whatever, or some other type of slavery for the sake of the government or a corporation or something like it is nowadays. And it's important to know what you take part in. Just like it's important to look at, okay, if there was a attack, a slaughter, a driving out, whatever it was, and then you knowingly seek after that property, you go there and move there, and don't act too surprised that people of that nation or group that survived come and take back their place, who come after you for being there, because obviously you're taking part in it. So you should, just like pawn shops, they tend to be very, very cooperative with police. At some point, supposedly they didn't, but they do go around to pawn shops. And so a pawn shop, if they're unsure about the legality of things, they tend not to take things if there's reason for doubt, because the police could be coming around looking for, there was the following burglaries and robberies and thefts going on, and we're checking for some of the property, and